So far as conversation is concerned, you don't get the opportunity to talk to someone in this language because we have that kind of environment. Punjab is an agricultural state. There are no, you can say, big units or no corporate expansion of corporate sector. If someone wants to join corporate sector, he or she has to move to Delhi, to Bombay, to Hyderabad, Bangalore side. Okay. So what I want to conclude is that there was no imposition or no compulsion to talk in this language. Government schools today and the government schools decades ago, there is no match. So you start your journey at sixth standard, and at the same time, you're having your classmates who had studied English from the very first standard, who had studied from the private school. So that complex had always been inside my mind. I'm connecting with somebody after such a long time.
Okay, so is there any reason about that?
Sorry? Yeah.
Is there any reason? Yeah.
Certainly, when something happens in your life or something you come across, there is certainly some reason for that. But sometimes reasons become too personal that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And moreover, sometimes you are not left with some choice other than that.
Right.
Just being off the track for some time. You tell me about you. I can see very beautiful background. Your backdrop is very beautiful.
Thank you.
At your home or your office.
No, this is actually my classroom, where I practiced.
Wow, beautiful classroom. I haven't seen such a beautiful classroom.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay, okay, ma'am. Let me introduce myself, then you, right? Okay, my name is Vikas, and I'm from Delhi. I have done my graduation from Delhi University, and right now I am a professional UI UX designer. In the simple words, you can say the website designer, right? And here I am, the digital marketer, and little bit knowledge about the graphics. That's it. And my hobby is playing chess.
It is concerned with the IT industry, this graphic design,
Yeah.
designing, etc. These same things.
Yes, ma'am. It is related to IT completely.
Okay, and you are sitting at the moment in your classroom, so you uh, give classes to the students, you train them. It's a kind of tuition sort of thing.
Both, both. Here I'm learn English, and here I taught to some students.
So doing two different things at the same time.
Yeah, my teacher gave me some opportunity to, if you have a time, and if you wanted to taught someone, so yes, you can. And he gave me opportunity, and I try to fulfill.
That's a good thing.
Thank you very
Delhi
much.
University is a brand. So someone from
Yeah.
Delhi University in itself it means a lot.
No, it is not like that actually.
We people we who like sitting in Punjab, for us, Delhi University, JNU, these are all big brands. Though we
Of
do
course,
have
of course.
the government universities, state universities here also, and
Yeah,
for the students who study in these universities, these three universities are also brands. But to be at the center level, at the national level, JNU is
yeah.
that kind of institution which has recognition at the national level, maybe beyond that as well.
Yeah, national level. He provides the PhD's degree, and some army's degree, even some navy's degree. He provides the JNU. JNU is a very decorated university.
Mhm. That's true.
And introduce yourself, so that
Uh,
I can know that means what do you
okay,
do? Yeah.
Kawaljit Kaur. And I've been in teaching for so many years, like you can say more than 3 decades. But for the last more than a decade, I have taken over another job. Another job in the sense I am on the administrative post. Last couple of months, I have taken a sabbatical from my work, as I told you, for my personal reasons. Though I am on the roll yet, but I go very rarely to my institution for the same reasons.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
were the English teacher, English professor, or something
No,
else?
I'm from someone from the science background.
Okay,
Pure.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Nice background. Nice, nice. And now you are living in the Punjab, right?
Yeah.
Even you also belongs the Sikh
Not,
family. If I can say the pictures behind you, I can see
huh?
the turban. Of, is he your husband?
Yeah. If you could
Okay,
say
okay,
is my husband, my daughter made this collage, this family collage,
okay,
and she presented this collage to her dad on his birthday. So
okay,
majority of the pictures are related to my daughter and my husband.
okay, okay. That's nice. That's nice. Okay,
Yes.
there is a benefit to live in Delhi, right? You know some other languages also, right? Like the Punjabi, the Haryanvi, right? And if you from the Delhi University with the regular college, so of course you know the Bhojpuri language also. So this is the benefit benefit to to learn in the Delhi University. So as I know the very well Punjabi language, Haryanvi, and the little bit knowledge about the Bhojpuri language.
Bhojpuri also.
Although I'm from the Maharashtra, means my forefather they belong from the Maharashtra. I don't know the Marathi even because I born in Delhi, right? I born in Delhi, so I know only the Hindi language. I don't know my native language. Even we not we never talk to each other in Marathi language, so that's why I never learned this.
Actually, Delhi is a cosmopolitan city,
Yeah,
and
right,
people who come from the from the neighboring states, every youth they aspire to move to Delhi because it's a central
now to
place
that.
as well, and there are
Yeah,
more
right,
opportunities, and there are more branded institutions if you want to go for your education as well. And
right,
like we are sitting in Punjab, the first attempt would be to send your child to Delhi or Delhi kind of city, some metropolitan city, some cosmopolitan city, some big city, or we want that done overseas. Another option.
right. Okay, okay, ma'am. Let me ask you something. And how often do you practice in English language, and with whom?
Actually, not how, because I can't give you a satisfactory answer if you ask me how often, because these days I'm totally off the track.
Yeah,
But there was a time when I started my journey, and I started my journey of learning English lately, you may say, just at the maximum 2 years back. Though I
okay,
was have always been in the arena of education, and because I have been working in a college, and because I'm someone from science background, I used to teach science to my students, and science is always being taught in English medium only.
English.
But at the
Yeah,
same time, your English is restricted to the vocabulary related to your subject only, not
right,
English as a pure English language, right?
right,
And once you are out of the classroom, again you mingle with the people who converse with you in the regional language only. So
right,
that
right, right,
my state for a long period of span of my life. And because I hail from Punjab, of course, so far as conversation is concerned, you don't get the opportunity to talk to someone in this language because we have that kind of environment. Punjab is an agricultural state. There are no, you can say, big units or no corporate expansion of corporate sector. If someone wants to join corporate sector, he or she has to move to Delhi, to Bombay, to Hyderabad, Bangalore side. Okay. So what I want to conclude is that there was no imposition or no compulsion to talk in this language. Now, yeah, once in the class, then of course you begin with your topic and you are done with that and it's all over. And to be very frank, my mom was a government teacher, school teacher, and my primary education had happened from a government school. Government schools today and the government schools decades ago, there is no match.
Of
And I
course.
started learning English when from the government school I moved to a private school in my sixth standard. And at that time, even English started with, you might have heard of because you are too young, uh, Choti ABC, Badi ABC, right? So I started my journey from there. I have always been scared of English because my background, because till fifth I haven't, I was not familiar with. And once you start your journey at sixth standard, and at the same time you are having your classmates who had studied English from the very first standard, who had studied from the private school. So that complex had always been inside my mind. So I grew up as a person or as a child with low self-esteem, though um, I got the opportunity. I went to the college. I went to the university as well. And universities, seeking admission in universities these days and seeking admission in universities in mid 80s, there was a big difference.
Of
And
course.
very selective people, very few people could get the opportunity to go to the universities. Number of the universities, institutions of higher education was very less, and very selective people used to get opportunity. So thing is why I'm telling it to you again. I had to mingle with the cream, but at the same time I had the complex that I can't speak English very well. Where if suppose we were only 23 students when I did my masters, and 23 coming from different parts, not of Punjab, from the neighboring states as well. And of course, out of those 23, 15, 16, they had taken their education from the private schools and they used to converse in English very well. So I could never dare. But at some point of time in my, because and at the same time I had a passion for this language, though I used to be scared of this language. But because I'm a kind of person who always believe, maybe it is by grace of God, that I try to create opportunities out of my fears also. Because if you don't come up with that, you don't dare to fight with your situation, I believe that throughout the life, you can never face, and that fear will always keep on chasing you.
Right.
So, even on the administrative post, when I had been there on for more than 8 years, where you always get the opportunity to be at the center stage on the dais, and you always address people around you, you always have multiple meetings in a day. So I was doing well so far as the feedback from the people around me I used to get. But you know the reality. What
Right.
is the truth? And
Right. Right.
that thing is there. If I go out to Punjab, like once in my life, a couple of years ago, I got the opportunity to go to US for my paper presentation. And I know how scary it had been at that time. I couldn't dare to converse to the people around me, the English people, you can say, the way we are talking to each other.
Yeah. The
Still,
native people.
I haven't come up to that level. So then I started my journey. Per chance, I stumbled upon some such video where I got to know there are platforms where you can get the opportunity. You can talk to the professional, you can talk to people at random. So because I started my journey this way, someday I enrolled myself on some platform, professional platform, and then I had this kind of conversation, and my journey started that way. And for more than a year, 8 9 months, no one in my family knew what I'm doing when I have closed the door, and what kind of things are happening in the closed that door walls. So for 1.5 year, I had been regular. Then some change at my professional front, you can say, took place, and now I'm taking care of my 3 old parents from both the sides. So I have those responsibilities also. So sometimes you can't share everything on the
Of course. Of
public.
course.
So uh, for the last more than 6 years, months, so I'm totally off this journey. I couldn't have sessions. I used to make my own videos. I used to make my shorts related to this language, and some funny kind of, because I have two beautiful pets at home and I spend my time with them also. And I get the opportunity, and I used to make videos related to them also, but I couldn't do it. I'm not. You are the person. There is one more, my YouTube friend, and I had my conversation, and that also about, I think, 20 days back, with the gap of 5 6 months. I had that conversation, just thinking, because I'm not getting the opportunity to converse in English, so I'm losing my grip over the vocabulary.
Okay.
Uh, I had learned during those 2 years, you can say. So when before you, two three other persons, because on and off people, when they people go through your videos sometimes, because every learner wants to connect with as many as number of people it's possible. But for my personal reasons, I couldn't get the opportunity, or time is not matching. But when I got this mail from your side, all of a sudden this idea came to my mind, that Kawaljit, you this is, take
Should
it as
start.
an opportunity.
Start.
Some time, yeah, it's mutually benefited. It's not only for you, it's for me as well.
Yes, right, right, right. Okay, let me share my journey. I have completed my 12th, means first to 12th, and the graduation in the Hindi medium, right? Although I'm learning, I'm from Delhi, but I'm coming, very below the middle class family, right? So my parents, they don't have much money to afford the convent or the private school. So I have learned from the Hindi medium school. And one day I felt that, means after the graduation, I guess, one day I felt that Vikas, you should try to learn English, because I feel that, because I joined the IT company as a website designer. And there I felt uh, I couldn't read the email. I know means what he and she uh, send me in the mail, but I couldn't get the essence of the email. So I always ask to my boss, would you please elaborate me in Hindi language so that I can understand what the client was exactly want. So then I realized, now let's start English language. And then I started, and I have given this language to 1 year. Although I don't have a much time to do practice, to do homework, right, and do conversation, because Delhi to Gurgaon, it is very hard to to approx 2 hours you are going, you are spending time 2 hours in your travel. So 2 hours going to office and come back to home, it's it's approx 330 hours where I'm spending to in only the traveling, right? And now in 8 hours you are working in office. So if I plus 8 and 3, so it's 11 11 30 hours, which is more than enough. Means now, after coming back to my office, I don't have a time to do practice. Even I felt very tiredness even. So just because of that, I haven't did uh, my practice, my conversation. But after joining my Delhi office, now I have a time to do practice, to do conversation. And even my Saturday Sundays off is back. So I thought about that. Let's connect to the people so that I can practice my English. So that's how I means totally transform the Hindi medium to English. It is very hard for me, but somehow I did.
Hmm. So I
And right now,
resonate with you that way, because my journey started from Punjabi medium, then coming to this platform. Exactly
right,
the same way you had your earlier education in the Hindi medium, and I can
Yeah, right.
understand it very well what might have gone through your mind at that time. You might be going through when you find yourself in such a situation where you couldn't have go through the mail and to have the sense of what is the meaning and how to respond it back, because I
Right.
have gone through the same kind of phase in my life. So our story is
Okay.
exactly similar, and millions of
Uh-huh.
people like us, they go through the similar kind of situation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And at the same time, I do feel that Delhi traffic consumes many hours, productive hours
Many
of
hours.
your day. You're on the
Right,
move,
right.
move from one place to another. Because I know if you are living somewhere in Delhi, NCR, then moving to adjoining places, it takes many hours to reach to
Many
your.
time, many hours. Yeah.
So it is a story of many people, thousands of people like you. But because I feel the important thing is you realize it, and moreover, the same thing, like if you have a fear, better you fight with your fear. Don't
Of course, of course.
try to escape from your fear, because your
Yeah,
fear
don't
will
escape
always
your fear. Yeah.
seek
Fear will
you.
always chase you. In starting phase, I haven't tried to learn this language, but uh, but but somehow after 2 years, after two, I guess 2 to 3 years, I just felt that which I told you. Then I started the this English language.
So by now you have been learning this language since the last 2 years.
Since last 2 year, yeah, since last 2 year. But sometime I took 1 month off, 2 month off, just because of I am working in the exhibition company, and we have to travel to pan India.
Other places,
Sometime,
pan India.
yeah, other places. Yeah, I have visited the Hyderabad and Mumbai, Bangalore, Gujarat, and Dubai and Indonesia. These cities and countries I have traveled, right? So just because of this, I have to take off from my class, because in the exhibition days we have a too much time, to update the website, to make the flexes, because I am handling the two departments, which is the
So
designing department and the marketing department. Okay, because I am a digital marketer in my company also, so that's why I have a two post. I am handling two department, and in the other hand, I am handling the operations part also, right? Well, means while exhibition, while conference, I have a much time for the operation. I have a much work for the operations. Like it is related to uh, my feed. Like we print flexes 60 feet, 20 feet, right? So now we have to decided that where these flexes to be placed. So this is my job in the exhibition time, and the registration part, like the lanyard and the badge, which we have to design, and we have to send to the printer for the
stated that you travel outside India as well and within India.
right.
So that way, and moreover, you are in the corporate sector, you can create the opportunities and you get the opportunities to talk to someone in English. Like you are
Uh,
boarding your the plane, or you are moving, you have gone to Indonesia and then to Dubai. So that way, it's a plus point of the field you are
yeah,
working at the moment.
I have to handle some native clients of, even like the American, British, some German. I have to talk with them, because they want his badge, right? They want the presentation to present something on the screen, right? So they come to me, and then they assist me, which which is the file and how to do it. There has some video that you have to play on that time when I give you the thumbs up. So these things, I have to talk with them. Maybe I did mistakes, of course, because that is not my native language. But yes, I have confidence that that I can speak actually.
Same reason, because I come from that background. So it was such a lovely conversation, and you are already on the right track. And so far as to be confident and to come up to certain level, there is no level, because there is always someone who is at upper level, upper than yours. Just keep on moving on this track. You are already doing wonderful jobs, and you are trying to spare time out of your so much of the busy schedule. So thumbs up to you.